Are you looking for the best gaming headsets? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best headphones on the market before we get started with our video. We have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Wireless. The SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Wireless gaming headset features a sleek design. It doesn't look like typical gaming headphones, with no RGB lighting or any ostentatious logos. But once you pop off the metal ear cup plates, literally, that's when it becomes apparent this set is designed for gaming, as there's a hot swappable battery port on the left cup. Also included is a dedicated docking station that helped me adjust a plethora of settings on the fly, including EQ settings and swapping between dedicated profiles. The docking station also houses a battery port that charges the extra included battery when not in use, one of the most useful features I've experienced in a headset to date. You will want to check which model is best for you. Currently there are two, one for the Xbox and one compatible with the PlayStation 5. Each comes with its own perks and quirks. If you're using a PlayStation 5 and a PC as your main gaming consoles, don't opt for the Xbox because you'll lose out on some of the extra features the PlayStation model offers, like sidetone mixing. The SteelSeries Sonar mobile app is one of the best reasons to get these headphones. It not only allowed me to adjust EQ to my specific preferences, but also comes with a slew of game audio presets. Last time I checked, there were nearly 200 different games, including top titles like Apex Legends, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Diablo 4 and more. These audio presets can help make your gaming all the more immersive. Tack on dedicated spatial audio, and it sounds immersive and marvelous. It's unfortunate that the ANC was not stronger, though. With a tap of the power button, you can switch between full ANC and transparency mode. It's nice to have, but not strong enough to completely tune out your environment when gaming. It's a problem that pervades most gaming headsets, though, so this wasn't entirely surprising. The battery life, around 20 hours based on my testing using the 2.4 GHz band, could be better, but the hot swappable battery essentially extends your playtime indefinitely. Whenever I heard the dreaded low battery beep during testing, I was able to swap out the battery and pop back into the action in about 10 seconds. By the time the battery runs low again, your first battery is charged and ready to hot swap. It's a boon for gamers who forget to charge their headset, guilty as charged, but still want to game for hours on end. At number 2. SteelSeries Arctis Nova 7 Wireless. If you want to spend less than $200 on a quality gaming headset, the SteelSeries Arctis Nova 7 Wireless is worthy of your consideration. Not to be confused with the Arctis Nova 7P or the Arctis Nova 7X, which are designed to work with a PlayStation or a wired Xbox connection and Xbox, respectively. The Nova 7 works with everything except Xbox. The 7X also misses out on the sidetone mixing. It's confusing, but it's important to keep the various models straight so you can get the best option for your gaming needs. Let's start with comfort. The Arctis Nova 7 wireless gaming headset features plush ear cups with a mesh fabric that feels breathable when worn for long periods. Like its sibling, the Arctis Nova Pro Wireless, it also features the SteelSeries signature elastic headband for a comfortable fit. When I've traveled with this pair, I've worn them for several hours and haven't experienced any discomfort. It's also sleek and stylish, but depending on which model you get, it looks more like a gaming headset than the Nova Pro Wireless. You can use the 2.4 GHz and Bluetooth simultaneously, so if you like to listen to your music on your phone while you're gaming on your PlayStation or PC, have at it. While testing games on my PC and Nintendo Switch, the headset performed well, with pretty clear mids and trebles. I had to boost the bass just a touch, but it was far from a deal breaker. I still enjoyed the deep whirs from lightsaber swings during LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Because it's a SteelSeries headset, it also connects to the Sonar software, so you can enjoy your favorite games with dedicated audio presets. That said, it does come with passive noise cancellation rather than ANC. I didn't find it to be a major drawback, but if you're looking for dedicated ANC, you'll want to opt for its more expensive sibling. The battery life, however, is a major drawback. SteelSeries claims to last up to 38 hours. That's modest compared with competition like the HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless, which boasts up to 300 hours on a single charge. If you're a casual gamer, odds are you're not going to gripe about this too much, but for dedicated gamers it could be a deal breaker. At number 3. AceZone A-Spire ANC Gaming Headset. Normally, I detest gaming headsets that require a wired connection. My current setup includes 2 laptops with snaking cables across my small desk. Another wire only adds to the clutter. That said, I'm a fan of the AceZone A-Spire ANC gaming headset. While the company offers a wireless option that I also tested, for those that want the lowest latency available, wired is the best because it's a direct cable connection rather than relying on a wireless feed that may or may not randomly lose said connection. The design is a little more utilitarian than I'd prefer, with a blend of black and silver hues, but the ear cups feel plush. Of all the headsets I've tested to date, I keep comparing the comfort to this pair because they're that comfortable without the bulk and they're swappable, to boot. Just keep in mind that when you first put them on, the clamping may feel strong, but over time, they soften with use. Glasses wearers should skip these. I felt that they pinched my frames against my ears too strongly for my liking. AceZone A-Spire headset also adds a few extras, including hybrid ANC and transparency modes. The ANC isn't the strongest, but it's a nice extra to have, especially considering that some of the other top picks only offer passive noise cancellation. The EQs also leave something to be desired, as there are only 2 presets outside of the AZ Gaming default preset, if you prefer to customize your audio. They sound great right out of the box, so this shouldn't really matter unless you're an audiophile. The headset also uses a combination of Bluetooth and a wired connection. Connect the headset via the AceZone mobile app, and then connect the wired connection to your PC via a lengthy 10-foot USB-C to USB-A cable. You use your phone to make audio customizations for the most part, and it takes a second to register on the headset. The wired connection is for gaming, but if you want to listen to music, you can use Bluetooth. You'll also want to keep the microphone very, very close to your mouth for the best microphone experience, with the green marker facing you. Otherwise, your team may not be able to clearly hear you. At number 4. HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless. While my top pick is the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Wireless, which features hot swappable batteries, if you don't want to think about battery life but still want to go wire-free, the HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless could be your go-to. Moreover, these headphones are comfortable. I found the breathable leatherette ear cups can be worn for long periods of time after testing for multiple long gaming sessions. The battery can last for 300 hours, which is hands down the longest battery life I've ever tested. In comparison, the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Wireless can only go 44 hours. To be clear, that's not a knock against SteelSeries, it just highlights how impressive the HyperX's battery life is. I charged it around once a month, but really, I could have gone much longer. I've had these headphones in my home for over a year and very rarely do they require a recharge. In fact, I've never even heard its low battery ping. The headset offers software called Ingenuity, but the adjustable settings are very limited. You can change the time it takes before it powers off automatically, apply general EQ settings and enable spatial audio. If you want more detailed audio, you'll have to start hacking them. During testing, I downloaded a third-party software which helped me adjust the audio quality for my needs. The headset delivers spatial audio reasonably well, if perhaps a little flatter than the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Wireless. A quick software tweak improves this, but don't expect it to reach SteelSeries levels. If you're not an audiophile, you're not going to notice. My husband borrowed these from me and uses them as his main gaming headset for that very reason. After long-term testing this headset for over a year, I can safely say that these are a reliable powerhouse. The battery is still as strong as ever, and the audio quality is good for most needs. I also appreciate that they're durable multiple times. My cat has knocked them off the desk and they still look brand new. At number 5. SteelSeries Arctis GameBuds. When the SteelSeries Arctis GameBuds launched, I took them on 2 flights to test them for my review. Even after returning home, I found myself skipping my SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro wireless headset in favor of these earbuds. SteelSeries hit the comfort level right out of the park. The GameBuds come with 3-ear tip sizes for a comfortable fit and a design that fits snugly in my ear. Another important feature I appreciated, the physical button controls. That design choice is a huge reason why I keep on coming back to these as my main gaming headset. There are no accidental touches if you brush your hair behind your ear during gaming. Because it's a SteelSeries product, you get access to the Sonar software, this time in the form of an app. Because it's app-based, you can't use multi-point connectivity. The spatial audio isn't as strong as SteelSeries' other dedicated gaming headsets, but it's good enough that when I'm wandering around my base in Far Cry 6, I can still hear the gorilla's movements clearly on one earbud versus the other. More importantly, when I'm battling enemies, I can hear the direction they're coming from. This is very important as a gamer, so props to SteelSeries for factoring that into this compact package. All that said, the GameBuds don't deliver the best battery life as just 10 hours, abysmally short compared to headsets. Of course, that's more than a lot of the other wireless earbuds, so even at 10 hours, that's kind of a big deal. You also need to plan accordingly if you're a gamer who tends to forget to charge your audio, as you won't find any kind of quick charge other than the typical 10 minutes gives you 60 minutes sort of thing. However, the case offers wireless charging. After nearly a year with the SteelSeries Arctis GameBuds, while the case has experienced some scuffs and scratches, the earbuds still look brand new. I wish they would share battery life percentages when I boot up, as after hours of gaming, the only indicator I have is the LED light on the case. But its audio quality, and in particular, spatial audio, is still impressive considering their footprint. They sound similar in scope to their over-ear counterparts. Especially when I want to game and don't want to flatten my curly hair, these have become my to-go alternative to a headset. At number 6. Turtle Beach Atlas Air. Most of the time, you want to tune out the world around you when you're gaming, but that also means that your audio will be compressed. Compressed audio can potentially dampen the soundscape, muffling footsteps and other important sounds that can make or break your gameplay. In contrast, an open-back headset removes that compression to provide a wider, more detailed soundstage. The Turtle Beach Atlas Air, an open-back wireless gaming headset, uses this open-back build. And as cheesy as it sounds, these were the only headphones that legitimately felt like my ears were being hugged by clouds. They're insanely comfortable and sounds great. As a result, the audio quality is one of the best among all the gaming headsets I tested. Footsteps sound clear and crisp, and I could easily hear the direction my opponents moved during Far Cry 6 thanks to that wider soundstage. First-person shooter gamers will be pleased with the spatial audio and the sound EQs presets, which felt pretty robust for the price. It also uses the Swarm 2 software the Stealth 500 uses and offers customizable EQs, which felt like a boon for more intensive AAA games like The Outer Worlds. Compared to the HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless, the audio felt more distinctive and had more depth to it. That said, I noticed the spatial audio didn't matter when playing real-time strategy games like Rome. There's a major drawback to open-back headphones: the lack of ANC. If you're sensitive to noise that may distract you from your game, this is not the headset for you. During some gameplay sessions, I could clearly hear children playing in the park outside my apartment. But if you're a parent who needs to hear when the kids wake up, these will help you hear your children even if you're tuned into a game or other audio. The other major crisis I ran into? The software on the Turtle Beach Atlas Air can get dicey. I tested it on my husband's gaming PC, and for reasons I still don't quite understand, the headphones' connectivity sometimes cut out just before a gaming session. I double-checked connectivity on the headphones, reviewed the software on my machine and only got it working again when I restarted the headset and pulled the dongle. This happened a couple of times to me, but your mileage may vary. At number 7. SteelSeries Arctis Nova Elite. For console gamers, you have to choose between an Xbox or a PlayStation headset. When you opt for, say, PlayStation but own an Xbox, you lose important Xbox software like sidetone mapping. SteelSeries' latest launch, the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Elite, solves that. It can connect to both Xbox and PlayStation systems and use both console software. In fact, it can connect it to pretty much any console or device you throw at it. That's pretty darn impressive. The cups are plusher than the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Wireless, and the headband feels comfortable for long gaming sessions. That's despite it weighing a touch more than the Nova Pro Wireless. The gold details in the Sage model I tested looks luxe, too. The audio quality, thanks to the new carbon fiber speaker drivers, sounds stunning, and it's worth playing around with the EQs in the SteelSeries Sonar software to customize your preferences. Spatial audio is powerful on this headset, too. I experienced jump scares during Dishonored: Death of an Outsider. The headset shares the usual SteelSeries offerings in that you can use Sonar and the hub to adjust your EQs in chat mixes. But the headset also expands its customization options. Now, you can adjust your EQs on the headset on the mobile app and the headset itself, so it's easy to adjust music when you're on the go. The battery lasts around 30 hours on a charge, and like the SteelSeries Nova Pro Wireless, are swappable. The headset offers a blend of passive noise cancellation, found in the plush ear cups, and active noise cancellation. It's good enough that I couldn't hear my cat crying for his dinner. He was about an hour early, which is pretty impressive. It won't completely block most noises, but it's good enough for most needs.